I'm Will, you know me as the baldbookgeek, and here is a tag that many people have done many times, the booktubenewbietag. And before you all say, yes, I know I've been doing this a few years, but I feel like with the growth of my channel and all these new people see my content, I want to give you guys something a little, just a kind of reintroduction, almost a baldbookgeek reboot. So here we go. It's quite weird doing this tag again because what my channel was about has changed so much since I started. So, let's start, shall we? Question 1: why did you start your channel? Honestly, lack of content based on books I read. That was a big one, and also I was in a book club on Facebook, which is now defunct, and we used to post video reviews there. And a lot of my early videos were those reviews. But I remember I used to go on booktube and it took a lot of work to find the books that I read, or people talking about genres that I read. I felt like I could give my voice to that. Talk about books that I love, purely selfish reasons. Talk about the books I love, the books that I read, the genres I read, and kind of just go into it a little bit more. Try and make less shallow content and more deep content. So, yes. 2, what are some of the fun, unique things you can bring to booktube? I think just a male voice, usually. There aren't many men on booktube, and that is a shame. And also I think I'm a bit random, I'm a little out there, I'm a bit quirky. But yeah, I've been doing this, you know, that's what I want to bring. The fun, unique things. I want to talk about genres and books that you guys don't talk about on booktube that much. I'm not, you know, I want to give crime and historical thrillers and historical fiction and science fiction and fantasy and cyberpunk being my favourite genre. I want to deep dive into those rather than just YA, because I don't really read a lot of YA. I'm a little bit past that in terms of just reading, and I'm kind of bored with it. You know, I'm a 30-year-old man, and YA is not something I'm interested in. That much, though. I will say I have read some fantastic YA, but that's what I can bring. 3, what are you most excited about with this new channel? What am I excited about? I'm just excited about talking to you guys, to be honest, and talking about things that I love. That's my thing, like, that's what I enjoy and that's what I talk about, and I hope you guys like what I talk about, to be honest, because yeah, that's me, really. I just wanna talk about the books and things that I love and just go off on weird tangents, so hey ho. 4, why do you love reading? I cannot tell you that. I can quote someone, I don't know who said this originally: when we open a book, it's a doorway to 1,000 worlds. And that's it, really. I can spend hours just gabbing about books and things that I love, and yeah, that's what this platform is for, I think, anyway. 5, what book or series got you into reading? That is very difficult. I've always read. As a kid, I remember Goosebumps and Harry Potter, and I still love Harry Potter, and I still love Goosebumps. Stuff like that. I remember reading His Dark Materials when I was younger, and I still love those, and as you get older they kind of grow and expand and you're like, oh wow. But yeah, I genuinely can't tell you what you know, it's a very hard one to put into words, just because I've always read. That's simple. I've always been a reader. My family are readers. My late grandmother was a reader, my mother is a reader, my aunt is a reader, my cousins are readers, my uncle is a reader. You know, everyone reads, and it's just part and parcel of my family, I suppose. It's like wired into my DNA. 6, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? I'd love to sit down with Ard Reeds over a coffee or a beer. He likes gin. I can't stand gin with a passion. I hate the stuff. But I would love to sit down and talk to him. Jen Campbell, I would just love to pick her brain and raid her bookshelves. That's me being really honest. So, she's not a booktuber, but I'd love to sit down and chat with Lindsay Ellis. She does cover some literature, but I'd love to just again, pick her brain and talk film theory with her. That would be amazing. 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Honestly, because I don't really talk about the big popular books. Booktube is governed a lot by social media, and you see a lot of people gushing over a book. This is the best book I've ever read, it's amazing, in a review, and then a few months later it's on the unhaul list with the lines, oh, I didn't really like it. But like 3 months ago, like a month ago, you said you loved it and it was the best book ever. So, and that's a thing, I don't want to be that booktuber. I don't want to be gushing over the popular books just for the sake of it or because a publisher is paying me. I want to talk about literature and novels that I love, be them whatever genre. There. I think that will be the hardest thing to overcome, because I'm not going to be talking about those books that much, if at all. Yeah, kind of random, I know, but yeah. I read a lot of literary fiction, so it's like, 8. When did you start reading? Are you asking me this question? I have no clue. I read before I went to school. So my parents and my grandmother and my mother taught me to read before I started school at 4. So I could read before I went to school, which was... I have no clue when I started reading. I can't tell you that. That's me, I suppose. It's a bit random, I know, but I think that's a hard question to answer, especially in my family. I mean, all of us have book collections that kind of, if they fell on you, you would be dead, which is a good way to put it. 9. When did you read? Where do you read? Where do I read? I read anywhere. I read on trains, I read in bed, I love my Kindle, I love my iBooks. I travel a lot, so they're saviours. I'll read in town, I will read wherever I can read. I read anywhere and everywhere, be it audiobooks, be it physical books, be it ebooks. I'm reading most of the time. I do about a book a week, so that's quite a good one, on average. That's not every week though, it depends on how much time I have, but yeah. 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Steampunk, cyberpunk especially is like my favourite genre. I love dystopian, adult dystopia, things like Handmaid's Tale and Vox are amazing. I love horror novels, I love things like The Strain by Guillermo del Toro, I love magical realism, Practical Magic by Alice Hoffman, I love Philip Pullman, I love Anton Horowitz, I love books like The Essex Serpent and Idaho and... God, I Weigh the Shadows by classics. I love Emma, I love all of those classics canons. I love Gatsby, and my favourite novel of all time is To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee, which is beautiful. So I could just go on and go on and go on about books and just go mad with them. So tell me guys, what would be your answers to those questions? And if you're watching this and you're a newbie and you're thinking about doing videos, please consider yourself tagged and tell me what you guys think. And as always, please like and hit that subscribe button, and because YouTube is being YouTube and being stupid and annoying, please press the little bell thingy somewhere here, I think. Anyway. Anyway, I will talk to you later, guys. Bye.